reasons and turning the person into a perpetrator who is a victim of the situation. It's emotional manipulation, and it's working so effortlessly. This is the key word, effortlessly. Both of these contestants, and I feel like it's just so sad and irritating. Like, I just don't, it's just frustrating because they really can't see what's going on. I'm very glad, and what Maura is showing here is a kind of relationship experience, kind of independent maturity, because she's been in plenty of relationships. She is nearly 30. She lets you guys know that you are not in the wrong. She's teaching Amber, who is younger than her, you are not in the wrong. You cannot blame yourself. Curtis getting on with Maura, that seems to be going to fruition. And are we seeing Amber and Michael making a comeback?
I'd always look at him and think, like, he's obviously gorgeous. Like, his smile is like, fucking hell.
It was very unexpected to everyone.
Not me.
Got a heart of gold. I know you do. You just got a strange way of, like, showing it sometimes.
I know that.
Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. If you haven't already, what are you doing with your lives? Click that button for daily consistent content and follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Murali, if you guys wish to. Now, we have a lot to talk about with this new episode because, again, they are serving us with such amazing content and very interesting conversations, most definitely between these contestants. Amy and Curtis seems to be developing into something obviously more separate.
I was going to give you a second chance and I was going to work bloody hard.
And these two are distancing themselves, well, Curtis is. And we also have Amber and Michael, who seem to be kind of rekindling something.
Got a heart of gold. I know you do. You just got a strange way of, like, showing it sometimes.
I know that.
I hope they don't for Amber's sake, but perhaps that might be the way that it would go. And perhaps we as an audience think Amber is more intelligent than she actually is.
Yeah, you do make me laugh.
I know that. I know that for sure.
Oh.
I know I don't open up to people and I don't show people how much I like them, and it's my own fucking fault for doing that. I don't know what the fuck I expected.
Because it seems as if she was even warming to pick Michael for the date. I'm very happy she picked Ovi. She picked him as a friend. And, you know, Anna, I'm very glad that she kind of asked Anna about it and confided in her, because it shows the villa as well, even more so, that they have a strong friendship that is not to be messed with. But what we're seeing is that Amber and Ovi were getting on together. He can definitely make her laugh. They're bouncing off each other. There's potential chemistry. There is something that could work between these two. And I'm very glad to see Anna and Jordan progressing, because this shows that it's natural and it shows that these two are kind of meant to be. They kind of bounce off each other as well. Jordan kind of brings out a different kind of energy vibe from her. They have so much better chemistry. It kind of just oozes off them as we're seeing it, as you know, from the TV screens. And I feel like these two are a much better, stronger couple. However, I just don't think Jordan himself is appealing to the audience. I don't think he has a big character, a big personality. I just don't think he's amongst those things for us as an audience to really like him. As opposed to, you know, Danny and Jack from last year, both of them were pretty good. We then also have this Amy and Curtis stuff. Now this to me I find quite worrying.
I was going to give you a second chance and I was going to work bloody hard. I ask you every day to come and dance with me. And you don't want to, so that's fine. I think you're an amazing girl and I've really enjoyed getting to know you.
Because Amy is literally asking him for feedback. She's asking him, do you have any feedback for anything that I could do? Continuous situations, we're having, most likely it's men, which is why I'm going to say men, but women can also be just as manipulative as men as well. Both can be manipulative, where in these situations we're having both men who are making the girls feel so manipulated with the fact that Amy is sitting there and she is asking Curtis for feedback so that she can't do anything wrong the next time, only reflects how lost her mindset is.
So I would like to just have some constructive feedback from you of things that I could do differently.
Only reflects that she needs guidance. Like, what level of delusion are you at? Unfortunately, this is her first experience of being in love, and she's saying this so that she may not slip up. The fact that you are being self-blamed and Curtis is allowing this to take place, is ridiculously shocking, but it's consistent and we see it every single day in our lives, where the person who is the victim is made to feel like the perpetrator.
So I would like to just have some constructive feedback from you of things that I could do differently.
It's a form of actually manipulative, emotional, just harsh thoughts that people place upon themselves because the other person is reiterating and regurgitating and allowing them to do so. Same thing with Amber and Michael. They are sitting there. Yes, they're laughing and joking, and it was nice to see that side between these two because they've been through quite a lot. The fact that Amber was saying if I opened up more, things could have been different. He said yes. Excuse me. Very glad Maura stepped in. I'm very glad she stepped in and said, you know what? You cannot blame yourself. I'm so glad. There are times where I really dislike her for the sake of her being snaky, but there are times where I really do like her. And I feel like she's a very favoured character because again, she brings a lot of content, just herself, her boisterous personality.
I really want to be in love again. Do you? I want to not be in love. Let's swap.
But the fact that Amber even sat herself and, you know what, perhaps I am the wrong because I didn't open up more to you, and that's how I am, that's my personality. Everybody is how they are because of experiences they've gone through in their lives. That's a common fact. We learn it through observation. Okay, cool. But that isn't related to this particular situation. Because if this person said to Amber, you know, because of the fact that you don't open up, you could have said that ages ago. The fact that you're saying this is childish, pathetic, you're using excuses and reasons and turning the person into a perpetrator who is a victim of the situation. It's emotional manipulation and it's working so effortlessly. This is the key word. Effortlessly.
He can't promise it won't happen again.
Yeah. Right, so then 10 minutes before.
What?
It is working so effortlessly. It seeps into you, it's seeped into Amy, it's seeped into Amber, and these guys are emotionally manipulating both of these contestants, and I feel like it's just so sad and irritating. Like, it's just frustrating because they really can't see what's going on. I'm very glad, and what Maura is showing here is a kind of relationship experience, kind of independent maturity, because she's been in plenty of relationships. She is nearly 30. She lets you guys know that you are not in the wrong. She is teaching Amber, who is younger than her, you are not in the wrong. You cannot blame yourself. And we also have Maura and Curtis, who are seeming to actually get into something quite special for them too. Now, this is interesting because you can call Maura a hypocrite, because if Tom was doing this, she would have been pissed. But she can do it to other people. Catch that tea. Because I feel like that in itself is something that we need to bring up. But at the same time, everybody in a sense is going to be hypocritical because we're analysing them every single damn day. That's literally what we're doing. So we're going to point out flaws and how they're being a hypocrite to themselves. That's just the commonality that we as an audience are going to do. However, I do feel like her and Curtis, I don't see them as a good couple. I don't see them as working. I feel like they're way too different, to a whole different extremes. Perhaps that could be the attractive kind of factor.
I really want to be in love again. Do you? I want to not be in love. Let's swap.
But the fact that it is really pissing off Amy, it makes me feel kind of sorry for her because she's not ready for this. Amy is not ready for this. She's not ready for this kind of stuff. She wasn't ready to fall in love. She wasn't ready to obviously handle it, which is why she's obviously blaming herself. But she's not ready to see Curtis move on, which is why I find it so sorry for her, because she doesn't have the emotional... Who is texting me? She doesn't have the emotional maturity. It has not been developed in her because she has not gone through those experiences that she should have gone through when she was young.
You do need a lot of reassurance. You do.
I know, but could we not have built on that together?
Then she would have gained thicker skin, she would have gained some more understanding, and unfortunately she hasn't. This is where she is now. We can see that she is most definitely struggling. I don't know why Craig David is coming on next episode. I really don't know what's going on there. That to me was like, hold on, is he walking to the villa as a contestant? I was about to fall off my chair. But Craig David is coming in to do some DJ set. Okay, cool, it's quite cute now, the Love Island are doing promotions like that. But I feel like, how does that relate to the show? How does that relate to these narratives? How does it enhance them, bring in new characters, personalities, or revive storylines? It doesn't do anything for that. So really and truly, why are you there? I don't get it. It would be nice to see them doing this little gig, but I feel like it's going to be a forced scene of, hey guys, I'm Craig David, I'm going to do my music. Yay, everybody was saying. I feel like something like this, some forced, and we're not here for forced stuff. It needs to be authentic. I know the show isn't as real as people think it is, but I feel like there are some organic material, especially with Yewande saying that itself, that people are just put in situations, everything else is just as follows.
Like, the worst has happened. You said you don't want to be with me. Anything you say is not going to be worse than that.
But let me know what you guys think about this particular review. Let me know what your thoughts are on this entire kind of episode. What are your thoughts on the whole Amy and Amber being manipulated? Do you guys agree with me or do you guys disagree with me? What are your thoughts on Jordan? Because she really is pissing me off now. I feel like she's just constantly stirring stuff. And although we like a stirrer, we do like a stirrer, but there's a way of doing it. I feel like saying that they're arguing to to Joanna when they clearly weren't, and I feel like she keeps doing it every single episode. I feel like I thought she'd be a loved character in the show, but I don't feel like a lot of people like it anyways, and she's just kind of irritating, and her character's one. Of course, the fact that her and Danny are not getting any screen time, a part of it's good because we're tired of seeing Danny, but at the same time it's like, where is your development as a character? It's not going on. They're not giving you your scenes, perhaps because there's nothing there. Let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to my channel, please. Click that button. Subscribe. Follow me on my Instagram, Murad_Marwali. My handle is below, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.